Now you have to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punks? What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Hobby Pro Shop exclusive high-grade Gundam Dynames arms from a comic strip known as Moto Tsukurobu on the Build Fighters Bandai hobby site, with specifications produced by our very own Meijin, Katsumi Kawaguchi-san. Now I know in essence this is just a full high-grade Gundam Dynames package with all 6 of the 2013 high-grade customized campaign runners and 2 arm runners bundled together in one whole package. So only one of the 13 runners is actually new, so it honestly sounds rather boring as there's nothing new to the Dynames build, while building the abundance of arms and the weapons that you may have built before gets kinda repetitive, though that means the build remains simple through and through. The plain colors do help with the nut marks, but otherwise only the adapters are new to this build. Sounds boring, right? Well, indeed, there's nothing notable to say visually other than it's just a Dynames with different colors, which is where I think the Kingdom Gundam Saga Gundam Build Fighters version got its colors from. Stickers make up the eyes, sniper camera, gray on the abdomen and knees, the GN condensers, and the GN power cords on the legs. That and seam lines are present on the arms and hips. The only real difference between this and the normal Dynames is the adapters on the shoulders and the new back end for attaching the extra weapon arms, which admittedly does cause the design to get extremely busy. The color choice on the other hand is fantastic. Despite being chosen for ease of painting, the haze gray is something that you'd find on military jets, giving the Dynames a more militaristic paint job. So if you don't want to paint this kit into your own color scheme, this 12.5cm kit is perfectly fine for display after some panel lining and weathering. Since this is the normal Dynames at its core, I won't bore you with the articulation, so do shout if you want to see a Redux review of the original Dynames. That said, there are new rotating shoulder adapters and a flapping tail. The extra arms on the other hand, let's say they have hinges in every segment and can rotate wherever the pegs connect, so that is a lot of motion you can get out of them. However, despite the kit holding together well, the abundance of weapons and joints made the kit back heavy and feel extremely cluttered. Couple that with the limited articulation on some parts of the Dynames, it's not necessarily a kit that you'd want to change poses very often. Apart from the Dynames' sniper camera gimmick, and loadout consisting of the open hand, GN sniper rifle with the bipod, and GN full shield, you get the bazooka from campaign set A, beam gatling gun from set B, beam rifle from set C, beam bazooka from set D, heat swords from set E, and gatling gun from set F. Names are all based on the manual, by the way. You can choose to use those weapons separately in the hand, or use them with the extra arms to unleash carnage after opening up the shield. And if that's not crazy enough for you, there are hardpoints literally everywhere, from the ones on the shoulders to those on the weapons, the longer connecting pieces, and even on the hinge joints themselves to some extent. Not to mention the unused pegs of the tail units, there are just countless options for mounting weapons, so you can make this guy, or any kit you want, into a literal tree of weapons. You feeling lucky now? Even better, the original butt thrusters with beam sabers are left over, so you can revert this kit back to the normal Dynames, as well as a lot of adapters from the arms and customized campaign parts. So you could further expand your customization and maybe the arsenal of this very kit in lots of different ways. And at the end of the day, I decided not to touch this kit up because I may decide to paint and customize it in the future. It would be a waste to not leave the door open for that. I will recommend it for being fun to customize, but I wonder how much that matters at all since this kit is even more exclusive than P Bandai, and that is probably extinct by now. However, while it's a boring release on paper, the pure carnage of weapons looks terrifyingly awesome, and the unquantifiable number of hardpoints unlocks a whole other realm of insane. But if you want to be sensible, which I might do for my final build, you can use the new tail and shoulder pieces to your advantage, and the duller colors means it is easier to paint without primer, more or less. All of those combined means you have a wide array of avenues to go about customizing this kit into your own original creation, which is just what the Hobby Pro Shop kits are intended for. And that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Drop a like and comment if you did enjoy the video, subscribe for more content like this, and feel free to follow me on social media with the links down below. That said, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.